HTS presents exclusive coverage of the Colonial Athletic Association, featuring Lefty Drizel, James Madison Duke, and Nick Terrence, Richmond Spiders. Get pumped college hoops on HTS as we bring you more than 130 games showcasing some of the nation's best, including Oklahoma, UCLA, and other teams from the Pac-10, Big 8, Metro, Atlantic 10, and Sun Belt conferences. If you're not watching college basketball on HTS, you don't know what you're missing.
CNN is now on radio. CNN is now on the radio at 7:30 on your AM dial. For an instant update anytime on the Middle East crisis, tune your AM radio to 7:30 for CNN Headline News. CNN is now on radio. 7:30 on your AM dial. Washington's only radio station for CNN Headline News. All news, all the time. Radio 730.
The speed records could shatter when the thoroughbreds heat up the strip in Laurel's Winter Sprint Fest, our season's highlight on Saturday, February 16th. T. Wayne Lucas will command the attention with the stakes-winning Prophet Key and Feel the Beat. Local favorite Heroes Hurrah and New York invader Amy Be Good will take on California girls Stormy but Ballad. Win up to $25,000 in Laurel's Jack Frost Jackpot, and on President's Day you could win these Bushnell binoculars, a $55 retail value. Join us for our salute to Laurel's Winter Sprint Fest beginning Saturday.
Sports presents the High School Sports Report with George Johnson. Tune in Fridays at 4 o'clock to see sports and news from your school, your team, your heroes. If you're not watching or starring in the High School Sports Report, you don't know what you're missing.
The Capitals turned in one of their best periods of the season. 3 unanswered goals, solid defense, more great work from Don Beaupre, and have now taken a 4-1 lead over the defending Stanley Cup champion Edmonton Oilers after 40 minutes of action here at the Capitol Center. Welcome back to Capitals Hockey on Home Team Sports, and our special hello on the Armed Forces Television Network to all of the men and women of the Allied troops serving in the Persian Gulf. We hope you're enjoying this game at the early hour where you find yourself in the Persian Gulf region. Certainly the fans here at the Capitol Center are enjoying this one with a great performance. Now, in case you've missed how the scoring has unfolded, let's run everything down for you with our Hardy's game scoring summary. At 9:48 of the first period, Dino Cicerelli opened up the scoring with his 16th of the year on a power play with Miller and Iafredi landing the assist. But at 11:58, it was Edmonton's Kevin Lowe as he snuck down in from his right defensive spot, got a nice pass from Martin Jelena, and popped in goal number 3 on the season. That's where we stood after the first period. From that point on, it was all Capitals. Dmitry Kristich with a rising blast right past Kerry Taco, Hunter and Drews getting the assist, number 5 on the season for the young Soviet forward. Then Nick Kyprios with some great work by his line mates, Kordic and Berglund, but it's unassisted is how the goal will read for Nick Kyprios. Then Dino Cicerelli with his 2nd of the night. Dino Cicerelli celebrating his 31st birthday today and celebrating it in fashion as he gets number 17 on the year with assist from Pavanka and Tippett. Today's game summary has been brought to you by Hardy's. Hardy's, where there's all kinds of good stuff. Now, the Washington Capitals have one more home game here on Sunday afternoon against the Philadelphia Flyers, then head on the road for a long western road swing, not so much in terms of games played, but time away from home. The 15th, they open up in Calgary, move on the following night in Vancouver, and then on President's Day, an afternoon contest with the Los Angeles Kings before returning back here to the Capitol Center. On the road, brought to you by Chevrolet. Well, now you've heard throughout the season Jeff Rimmer and Craig Laughlin with their calls and describing the action and all the excitement that you hear tonight and in so many hockey games, but we thought you'd like to hear some of the other announcers and how they handle things, and we call this segment The Calls of the Wild.
It's hard to imagine what hockey would be like without radio and TV announcers, the men who make the game come to life. So let's rev it up and listen to some high-octane calls from the guys who give full throttle to the fastest game on earth.
Fans want a penalty. The Stars come out 3-on-2. Cicerelli, McCurry with a drive. Rebound, no. Rouse with a shot. He scores! There's Eiserman now between the circles. Eiserman pulls up inside the line. Nifty move there to get away from Marsh. Look at Eiserman. Sends it in. Score!
The situation would be right as Peters heads off right now. Hextall stops it.
Look out.
Down the ice. Will
Got
it
a
make
chance.
it?
He's got a chance.
He's got it.
Yes, sir. Ordina's after it on the boards. Comes over to McDonald. McDonald. He scores. 1000 points.
Richer à Corson. Corson contourne le filet. Veut remettre devant ici le but. Est-ce que le disque a dévié? Je présume que oui, il n'avait presque pas d'arme.
Lead for Lemieux, he's in. Lemieux alone. Wayne with the glove.
Into Taylor. Out of the corner. Centers. He scores. Number 99. Gets it to Eiserman. He's got an open net. Got far with him.
Look what he did.
Look what he did.
Flipped it over him.
Here's Ray Bork over the line. Closing. Holding. Shooting. Scoring. Ray Bork.
Of course, some hockey announcers have their weird side, too, but we won't go into that. And some announcers have their own special way of helping you visualize the action. Take, for instance, Pittsburgh's Mike Lang.
Can't find anybody. Coffey comes back and goes to Lemieux, and he shoots and scores. Mario Lemieux gives the Penguins a 1-0 lead, set up by Paul Coffey. You ain't nothing but a hound dog there as Lemieux gets the tally. Lemieux shorthanded, going for the hat trick. Lemieux breaks in against Chivray, makes it moving, shoots and scores. And he beat him like a rented mule. The Penguins have tied it at 3. Steal by Erie, goes to Lemieux, walks right in, Bob to Barbieri, and he missed the net. Oh, great balls of fire. A 2-on-none, and Bob Erie simply missed the net. In and up the corner boards, comes in, shoots and scores. What a great shot by Davey Hannon. Oh, Michael motorcycle. Ford shoots it. It's stopped by Young. He'll drop it off. Way up behind the net. 1 second, and it's all over. It truly is a hockey night in Pittsburgh, and you can buy Sam a drink and get his dog 1-2. Hextall comes out. Lemieux's got the puck. He's got a chance for an open net. He shoots it towards the open goal. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
Some of the best in the business, capped off by Mike Lang of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, if you'd like more of that and more of a terrific tape, it's the Super Hockey Bloopers. You can pick it up by giving that toll-free number a call. It's in VHS format only. And those are the credit cards you can get, or just write Super Hockey Bloopers, Post Office Box 68618, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46268. And we'll be back with our two top announcers, Jeff Rimmer and Mr. East Carolina himself, Greg Laughlin. They'll look back at the second and look ahead to the third as we continue on Home Team Sports.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Nobody does hockey like Upper Deck.
Is it going to be scary?
There was a time when you had to prepare a child for exploratory surgery.
Will you stay there with me?
Calm his fears, soothe his anxieties,
Mom, I want to go home.
comfort him when he imagined the worst.
Can I bring Sam?
Sure. Well, today it's a lot easier because the exploratory can be performed without a scalpel, without anesthesia, even without a hospital stay. If it's performed by the magnetic resonance imager developed by GE, a remarkably simple way to give doctors a clear picture of problems that could only be diagnosed before with conventional surgery.
It's not serious. He'll be fine.
Ready to go home?
The MR Imager from GE. It makes looking inside the human body easier for everyone.
See, Sam, that wasn't so bad.
GE, we bring good things to life.
And now, the 12th annual Toyotathon Coast to Coast Sales Event.
It's on now. The event of the year. And we're dealing on every Toyota, Previous, Corollas, Camrys,
4Runners, Celicas, and the all-new Tercels.
starting with the biggest Camry option package savings ever, up to $900 and incentives up to $1,500.
And don't forget trucks. With your dealer's help, you could take one home tonight. There's never been a better time to deal. Go see your Toyotathon dealer now.
Caps number 22, Dino Cicerelli, celebrating birthday number 31 here at the Capitol Center tonight. He has scored a couple of goals, one a power play goal. The Washington Capitals, after 40 minutes of play, leading 4-1. Welcome back. Jeff Rimmer, along with Mr. East Carolina, Craig Lachlan. And Craig, your thoughts of that second period?
Well, I thought the Caps forechecked extremely well. They knew when they were coming into this game, the Edmonton Oilers have some big defensemen out there. If you get on them, they can create some turnovers, and the Capitals really put a lot of pressure on them. And the Oilers, not a team that likes to go along the board, allowing their defensemen to pass it up the middle, and the defense for the Caps and the forwards were there to gobble up the loose pucks.
All right, let's quickly get a look at the Washington Capitals head and shoulder shot chart.
Yes, they had a lot of good opportunities in that period. Dino Cicerelli, Nick Kiprio's given credit for a goal, but a lot of shots, 14 shots from all over, some great saves by Taco. And here we set up the goal by Kristich. Hunter streaking down the ice, trying to be caught by an Edmonton Oiler, but he streaks down the ice, gets over the blue line, and that's the key. If we hold it here, a lot of players wouldn't have got the blue line, but Dale Hunter, veteran player, gets the blue line. Then John Druce forces Smith off his blue line, and Kristich is there to pick up the loose puck. And when this kid gets it, he makes no mistake. Steve Smith tries with all his might to try to block it, but that is top shelf into the top corner over the shoulder of Kerry Taco. Then Dino Cicerelli had a super period. He works on Kevin Lowe. If we pick it up here, it's Kevin Lowe against Dino Cicerelli. Charlie Huddy's ready to break up the ice, looking for that pass, but he doesn't get it because Dino Cicerelli strips him of the puck, and then Lowe chases him. Dino Cicerelli picks up the puck, goes around the net, then Lowe goes, hold it here. We got Lowe, we got Huddy and Lowe, both defensemen going after Dino Cicerelli. That lets him walk out in front. No match for Ken Linsman. He's picking up Dave Tippett, and he puts it on the wraparound in the 5-hole.
Let's quickly get to the Edmonton Oilers shot chart here. 5 shots, but no goal.
And 5 shots, 4 of them from outside the top of the circle. When you're playing that solid defensively and only allow 5 shots against the defending Stanley Cup champions, you're doing a great job.
Today's shot chart brought to you by intensive treatment from Head & Shoulders. Tough on persistent dandruff without medicated hair. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
At Giant, there are a lot of ways to save without giving up a thing. Get there. It would be great to see the guys again. I wonder if they'll all show. I just gotta get there. I'm trying to make my way back to the Brackendale River.
Friends deserve the best.
This is great. They all showed up.
The crisp, clean taste of Canada's best beer, Labatt's Blue.
What took you so long?
I had a little car trouble.
Between friends, it's true blue, Labatt's Blue.
The speed records could shatter when the Thoroughbreds heat up the strip in Laurel's Winter Sprint Fest, our season's highlight on Saturday, February 16th. Dwayne Lucas will command the attention with the stakes-winning Prophet Key and Feel the Beat. Local favorite Heroes Hurrah and New York Invader Amy Be Good will take on California girls Stormy but Ballad. Win up to $25,000 in Laurel's Jack Frost Jackpot, and on President's Day you could win these Bushnell binoculars, a $55 retail value. Join us for our salute to Laurel's Winter Sprint Fest beginning Saturday.
And this is our 1991 Chevy S10 EL. Let me point out a few features. electronic fuel injection, power front disc brakes, rear wheel anti-lock brake system, double wall steel, front and rear, 5-speed, full gauges, tinted glass. What do you think?
So, what will I get for this price?
Let me show you.
The 91 Chevy S10EL. For value, more people are winning with today's Chevy truck.
HDS coverage of Caps hockey is brought to you by Labatt's Blue, the crisp, clean taste of Canada's favorite beer. Between friends, it's True Blue, Labatt's Blue. By your Washington area Toyota dealers, Toyota value the best deal going. And by Head & Shoulders intensive treatment, tough on persistent dandruff without medicated hair. We're back, third period set to begin. Let's join Al Koken. Okay, thanks, Jeff. We had one of our callers in the first period talking about what plus minus is. David Boyle explained it. Well, here are the leaders right now in the NHL in terms of plus minus.
Now it's time for the Alka-Seltzer Plus award update. When you got a cold and you gotta get relief, you gotta get Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Calgary Flame defenseman James McCown has the best plus-minus rating of anyone in the National Hockey League.
Beautiful hit. McCown with a solid hit. Rebound, big save by Milford, and McCown, he scores!
With a productive plus 27, James McCown is atop the standings for the Alka-Seltzer Plus award.
Play just underway here in the third period. Backhanded by Johansson into the Oilers zone. Around the net. This is Joseph backhanding. Right back. Tied up. One of the Oiler defensemen, and play whistled down with a face-off behind Taco. As play is called, the face-off will come to his right. Al Koken's got an update for us. Let's join Al now. Al?
All right, Jeff, I just wanted to update you. Steve Smith caught a puck in above the eye, all the way down to the bone, got him 12 stitches, but he should be back. But it was a very deep cut, but luckily it did not damage the eye itself, just above the right eye, so he should be in there.
Well, we understand he did accompany the Oilers back here for the start of the third period. Thanks, Al, for that update. From the draw, Kelly Miller turned around. Puck squirts free. Ridley works it towards the net. Taco clears it to neutral ice. Kevin Hatcher able to knock it down. Johansson clears it. Tikkanen brings it back in. Offside waved off as Johansson works it around the boards for Cicerelli. Off him to neutral ice. Cut off by Muni. Cleared right back in the Washington zone. Beaupre works it behind the net for Johansson to Ridley. Ridley looking for Miller off Tikkanen's skate. Backhanded by Glenn Anderson. Caps trying to get it out of their own zone. Oh, is Ridley hit there by Graves. Cicerelli picks up the loose puck at his line. Gets it to Johansson. Cicerelli looking for the return pass. Breaks down the right wing. Steve Smith there. And he gets some help from Huddy. Huddy works it off the board. Cut off by the Caps. Berglund at center. Graves there to dump it in. Iafrate turns and backhands, but not out. Murphy couldn't get it. Off on the far side. Kiprios tied up by his man. Trying to keep it away from the Oilers. On the far board, Sabran and Iafrate bumping their respective men. Behind the net now. Hard hit thrown by Sabran. Puck squirts free. Graves is tied up by Iafrate. Net comes off its moorings and play's been called.
The Capitals defense playing man-for-man down low. Ken Sabran, Al Iafrate, and the third forward coming back and really tying up the Edmonton Oilers, not giving them a chance to circle out of the corner and set up any type of plays they might want to do.
Well, Al Iafrate told me this morning that knee almost 100%, and he has improved with, I think, every game that he's played as a Washington Capital since joining Washington from the Leafs.
Well, I think he has too, Jeff. I think he's getting his skating right. He really says he was still a little bit out of shape when he came over, and now he's getting into tip-top shape. And when he gets into top shape, he can skate like the wind out of shape. When he's in top shape, he can really control the game.
Told me to say hello to his folks watching in on HTS. Al's playing well and fitting in very well here in Washington. Back at the line, Smith to Semenov on the backhand. Iafrate clears it to neutral ice. May takes the hit from Semenov. Hunter couldn't control it. He retreats for it. Throws it cross ice. Knocked down by Sabran. On the wing for Kristich. Kristich stick handles. A forward pass here for Hunter with Alan May. Top of the circle. His drive is wide. On the far side.
Sabrin couldn't keep it in. This is Huddy on the backhand looking for Semenov on the left wing. Iafrate there to skate him off. Semenov throws the hit, but the Capitals clear it to neutral ice. Smith gets away from Alan May, crosses the line, but he's cut off by Dale Hunter. Comes back with May and Kristich. The three of them in over the line. Top of the circle. Hunter with a drive. It hit Ken Lindsman in the back. Kristich tries to work it free. And here's Jelena around the net and down the right wing. Jelena with a good burst of speed crosses the line with Klima. Tries to drop a pass. Klima didn't see it. And Tatarnov feeds for Pavaka. Across the line. Tatarnov shot. Taco with a pad save. Tatarnov turns from the half board. Tries to find Pavaka. Now it's worked behind the net. Joseph gets it to Smith around to the boards. Tatarnov keeps it in. Backhanded by Pavaka for John Bruce. Bruce across the goalmouth there for Tippett. He couldn't get away. Bruce cuts off the pass. Throws it out in front. There it's cleared by Lindsman to the corner. Right back to John Bruce. Kevin Lowe skates away with it. Lowe tied up by Pavaka. Lindsman feeds it ahead for Jelinek. Jelinek getting it across ice to Joseph at center. Joseph crosses the line. Joseph with Jelinek looking for Jelinek off the stick of Lawler. Dave Tippett now feeds it ahead for Pavaka too far. Chris Joseph turns at his own line. Joseph gets away from Cicerelli. He's to center. Dumps it in. Trying to cut it off is Beaupre. He'll have to retreat to the net. Tikkanen on the backhand. Clears to the corner. Tatarnov and Messier race for it. Messier tied up by Tatarnov. Puck worked free along the wing. Ridley couldn't control. Knocked down by Ridley off Miller. Ridley down the left wing with Miller and Cicerelli. Looking. Cicerelli races after it, but there first is Tikkanen. Esa Tikkanen with a good burst of speed to his own line. Tikkanen crosses the Washington line. Looks for Anderson to Messier to Smith. Smith working right in, but there to make the defensive play was Ridley. Smith, though, gets it back to the point. One-timer through traffic. Beaupre gets a piece of it. It's cleared to the corner. Down the left wing comes Johansson, leading the Caps attack to center. Johansson crosses the line, feeds to Ridley. Ridley to Hatcher, to Cicerelli, or rather Miller, and Miller's drive. Cleared to the corner. Back down. Muni for Tikkanen. Tikkanen with Messier. Fires a shot wide of Beaupre. Poke right back to the glove and held on as sticks and tempers flare up behind the net.
Tikkanen and Messier getting a little frustrated out there because of the close checking of the Washington Capitals.
14:57 left. We'll be back.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place. All my dreams, Miller Low Fighter.
Jeff Rimmer, Craig Laughlin, and Al Koken back here on Home Team Sports. You watch Caps hockey, and tonight watching this game on the Armed Forces Television Network. All the Allied troops, good morning. You're watching this one from the Cap Center in Saudi Arabia, and hopefully you're enjoying it. As the puck, deflected off a stick, sails behind Beaupre up over the glass. Another special hello to specialist Billy Gross from the 27th Engineering Battery in the 18th Air Corps. Your father says hello, working in the Sky Suites tonight. Billy, very warm hello from the family.
Jeff, they're getting a great game, a very high-tempo game. Both teams skating extremely well, but the Capitals really frustrating the Oilers, causing them to dump the puck in. A team that's not used to dumping the puck in. The Oilers are reverting to dumping the puck hard around the boards to try to get something going in the offensive zone.
Ally Afraidy, Kristich on the backhand, clearing it to center. Graves there to break it up, tries to feed it ahead. Oilers retreating in their own zone. Lowe works it off the Capitals' May, back into the Washington zone. Sabran getting it ahead for Kristich at the line. Kristich turned around by Graves, dumped off the boards, comes right to Dale Hunter. Hunter getting away from Lowe, fires a shot. It's wide as Taco. He had him beat. Hunter picks up his own rebound, gets it to Kristich.
Looks for Iafrate. Iafrate turns on a one-timer, goes wide. Huddy down the right wing. Gets it ahead here for Lowe. He gets it to Semenov. Semenov turns away from Iafrate. But Hunter now picks up the puck for Washington. Skates in over the line. Drops it for Druce. Druce tries to work his way in front. And does, but the puck comes back to the Oilers, and they quickly break down the wing. Here's Klima. Klima turns at the circle. Klima off the skate of Joseph. Lawler for the Capitals clears it down the ice with 13:45 left. Taco turns away from Tippett. Gets it to Linsman. Taps intercept. Pavaka for Druce. Druce couldn't control. Joseph bumping him up along the boards. Pavaka coming in to help out. Loved by Taco for Linsman. Linsman. Cross ice pass. Now Linsman crosses the line. Turns. Gets it to Klima with a nice pass. Klima scores! Oh, what a move by Linsman. And Klima finds the net behind Beaupre. 4-2.
And Klima talking to Jelena. Klima actually tried to make that a pass to Jelena, and he's saying, sorry, I tried to get it to you, but it ends up going into the net. That's all that matters. And Klima looking, trying to saucer it across to Jelena on the doorstep. It goes off Mike Lawler's stick over top of Beaupre into the top corner, but Klima immediately went to Jelena saying, I tried to pass it to you. I saw you wide open. And the play works out for Klima because he ends up scoring the goal.
6:43 the time of the goal. Klima's 25th. We are awaiting the assist on that one. Good play, and certainly there will be one assist, if not two. Anderson, a good burst of speed around the net. Ridley picks up the loose puck for the Capitals. On the backhand, dumps through center. Muni stands up, tries to feed it for Messier, off his skate. Now Anderson carries it in over the line, gets it to Messier. Messier looking for Huddy. And that one just failed to click. Anderson for Messier. Back to Huddy at the point. One-timer, Beaupre with the stick save. Johansson works it up the boards. Huddy there to cut it off, but Hatcher gloves it, gets it right back, dumps it high off the air. And play whistle down. We've got a penalty.
And I think Kevin Hatcher's going to get the penalty for grabbing the puck and holding it in his glove. The referee McCreary calling him for holding the puck. And it's time for Miller What's on Tap. Attention all aspiring sports announcers. Win a chance to appear in home team sports without tokens. The Miller Genuine Draft Amateur Announcer Contest will be held on February 13th at 9 p.m. at the Charles Village Pub West. To enter, simply sign up at the Charles Village Pub West or send a postcard to Home Team Sports. Contestants must be 21 years of age or older.
Well, what's the rule on that one? Delay a game, the call. That one's up to the referee's discretion. What do you think here?
Well, it's a debatable call because Kevin Hatcher's trying to move the puck, but actually you see him throw it out of his glove there. He's being checked by Anderson. Had Anderson not been on him, I don't think the referee would have called the penalty.
Did the referee, who was standing right there, call it? Because it looked like from that replay that Hatcher might have closed the palm of his glove.
That's exactly right. He grabbed the puck. Had he left the palm open, there would not have been a penalty, but he actually grabbed the puck, and the referee, when Kevin Hatcher threw the puck down, immediately called the delay of game penalty.
Messier there tries to work it out. Now Klima gets it to Messier. Messier on the half board, centers a pass, broken up by the Capitals, but not cleared. And it is, as it finally hops over the line. Oilers will have to regroup. Smith tries to work his way in. Calle Johansson backhands, hops over the stick and glove of Tikkanen. The Oilers are regrouping their own zone. Tikkanen getting away from Ridley. Lead pass for Anderson. Messier squirts down the right wing. Messier fires his shot. Beaupre able to stick it to the corner. Anderson races after the rebound. Comes back to the point. Cleared right back to Anderson. Anderson working down low. Throwing in front. Iafrate there for the Capitals. Iafrate tried to work it away, but Anderson with one hand gets it to Messier. Messier back to Anderson. Back to Messier. Messier to Anderson. Poke by Druce right out of the stick of Anderson. Druce there to break that one up, in the backhand clears back into the Edmonton zone. Caps gets some fresh legs on. Taco, quick lead pass for Smith. Smith to Klima, worked around on the board. Cut off on the other side there by Mark Messier. Messier
Has it go off. Tippett stick to center. Tikkanen tying up Tippett. Otherwise, he's got a break. Now Klima skates it in over the line. Lets it drive. Go between the circles. Beaupre the save. And Tatarnak clears to the corner. 26 seconds left in the minor penalty. Oilers control. One-timer. Nope. Tikkanen gets it to Smith. Smith looking for Messier. But Pavaka steals it. It's down the ice.
The Capitals defenders really doing a good job anticipating the play. The Edmonton Oilers trying to work a give and go at the top of the circle.
Shot between the circles, but goes wide. Now it's Pavaka. Now on the left wing with Kelly Miller. Skates it in, taps back to full strength, throws it out in front. Klima there to cut it off. Klima down the right wing. He's got Graves with him. Gets it ahead for Graves. Hops over his stick. Iafrate for the Capitals. Will touch it. Sidesteps a check. And gets it to Johansson. Quick feed for Kristich at center. With Hunter and May. Crosses the line. Drops it to May. May between the circles. Taco with a skate save. Here come the Oilers out of their own end. Graves getting it ahead here. Down the left wing goes Jelinek. Jelinek trying to get away from Hatcher. Puts the brakes on. Hunter there to steer it aside. Graves right out of the stick of Kristich for Hunter. Hunter at center. We got a fight going back to the Washington zone. Play whistle down.
And Ken Sabourin and Adam Graves going at it at the top of the circle. Both squared off. Both did a little talking. And then both decided we might as well drop the gloves. Kenny Sabourin has his left hand. Now he's trying to get loose. Graves hitting him from behind, hitting him into his helmet. No punches really landing into the face.
Graves so far has had that free hand. Sabourin, a very tough customer. Tying him up. Court. And Murphy trying to get those two separated. And having a difficult time. So they'll sort out the penalties, and we'll step aside. Stay tuned.
Not long ago, one of the first Lumina sedans was bought by a family of 5. They said they liked the gas mileage, all the room it had, and they liked the price. Since then, the Lumina sedan has quickly become the best-selling new car name in America. Apparently, a lot of people are winning with
the heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
Now it's easy to win the heartbeat.
Sabourin and Graves going off at 10-13, each with fighting majors. Caps lead on the scoreboard. Jeff River, Craig Laughlin, Al Koken, welcoming you back to the Capitol Center.
And Kenny Sabourin, no stranger to the Oilers. I talked to him earlier in the day, and he's really played the Oilers quite a few times when he was
a Craig Laughlin look-alike. Look at that. They're all over the place. East Carolina, Capitol Center. Where are they going to turn up next? Michael Pavonka, Ken Linsman set for the face-off outside the blue line.
I've had a bad day, Jeff.
You have. And it's not over. Huddy skates to the line. Drops it back for Joseph. Joseph from center winds up. Beaupre the save, the rebound. But Jelinek was tied up by Cicerelli. Plays whistle down, and a roughing call upcoming. Who's getting the gate here? McCreary makes the penalty call.
Well, I think Peter Klima for the Oilers is going to pick. No, Dave Tippett's going to get the penalty. Klima quickly told the referee, no, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And the referee quickly called Dave Tippett.
2 minutes for roughing at 10:25.
10:25, the time of that minor penalty, so the Oilers are on the power play.
Coach Terry Murray looking a little bit concerned, but the way his penalty-killing troop has been working, really forcing the puck. Mark Messier and Glenn Anderson with Klima up front, trying to work the puck down low. But the defense for the Capitals, Kevin Hatcher, Kelly Johansson, and the rest of them, anticipating that little chip pass down low, able to intercept those pucks.
From the face-off, Johansson for the Capitals works it to center ice, where it's cut off by Tikkanen. Tikkanen from Messier. He sidesteps the check. Kelly Miller tying him up. Messier must retreat. Circles his side of center. Feeds ahead here for Smith. And across the line, Klima trying to work it free. There, Ridley with some good defensive work.
Dumps it into the Edmonton zone. Here's Tikkanen. Leading the Oilers attack. Forward pass for Messier. He couldn't control. He'll have to skate back to center for it. 1:24 left in the power play for the Oilers. Anderson tied up by Hatcher, and Wrigley works it high in the air and down the ice. Taco quickly feeds for Tikkanen. On the wing for Smith, standing at center. Smith fakes his shot and just dumps a soft one in behind the Washington net to Tarnov. Skates in front. Gets away from Messier, retreats behind the net, throws it back to the blue line, but not out. One-timer deflected wide of Beaupre, and he comes out of the net to steer to the corner. John Druce high in the air and down the ice. 47 seconds left. Taco, I'm mad at himself that he wasn't able to get it further ahead. Tikkanen getting it to Jelena at center. Martin Jelena crosses the line, tries to get away from Druce. Messier turns at the blue line. One-timer by Smith goes wide. Iafrate tries to poke it off the stick and does with Jelena. Murphy tied up. Messier stood up there by Iafrate, but Iafrate had already made the play. On the far side, Jelena tied up by Pavaka, who tries to dig it free. Puck comes right back to Pavaka. He skates it to the blue line and out. 10 seconds left, dumping it in. That'll be it on the minor penalty with some great defensive work by the Capitals. And the fans enjoying it here at the Capitol Center, letting the Capitals know as they skate back to full strength. Jelena throws it cross ice. Dale Hunter there for the Capitals. Hunter works it to neutral ice. Kristic picks up the bouncing puck. Now fires a shot wide. Taco comes out of the net, then decides to retreat as Muni has it. Greg Muni steps in front. Lead pass for Klima. On the wing for Semenov. Hatcher goes back to center. Off a stick, knocked down by Lindsman. He couldn't control. Lowe has it. 7:05 left. Most of the crowd still in attendance here as the Capitals hold a 2-goal lead with 7 minutes left in regulation time. Ciccarelli fires a shot. Taco the save. Again, Ciccarelli with a drive, and it's steered to the corner. Play whistled down as the Capital, Kristic, was wrestled to the ice, and it'll be a Washington power play. Al Copen's got an update on that Washington Post scoreboard. Let's join Al.
All right. Thanks very much, Jeff. On the Washington Post scoreboard, we've got the LA Kings and Buffalo Sabres. This game is now 4-4. Very late in the third period at the odd. Buffalo's come back from a 4-2 deficit that one. One final, Detroit, a big winner, 8-4 over the New York Islanders at the Joe Louis Arena. The Rangers, with Troy Gamble in the Vancouver net, he was great last night against Philadelphia. Didn't have it tonight. It's in the third period, and it's 7-1 Rangers over Vancouver, and a 5-1 lead for Winnipeg over Pittsburgh. That now in the second. Back upstairs for the power play to Jeff and Craig.
Lindsman gets the gate, 2 for holding. That's 13-10.
And Dino Ciccarelli getting some good shots down low, Jeff. And Ken Lindsman has to collapse, get Kristic and move him out of the way, but he tackles him from behind. McCreary standing right there, calls Lindsman for the holding penalty.
Dale Hunter with Ciccarelli and Pavaka. Iafrate into Tarnov, man the point. From the faceoff. Behind the net. Oilers working around the boards. And out. Down the right or left wing is Semenov. Semenov's got McTavish. McTavish walks in, scores a short-handed goal. It's a 4-3 game. What the Capitals did not want happened.
Well, I said they were very dangerous on their penalty-killing unit, and Semenov gets a chance out there, and a great pass to McTavish, but McTavish, nifty move, pulls it across, puts it on his forehand, and lifts it up to Beaupre. But the Capitals trying to forecheck. Edmonton takes advantage of it. Semenov breaks out on a 2-on-1, getting past Al Iafrate, leaving it at 2-on-1 on to Tarnov. Dino can't get back in time to hook Craig McTavish. He cuts to the net, goes on his strong forehand, and puts it into the net.
11th goal for McTavish. Semenov with the assist. And the Oilers have made it a 1-goal game, but the Caps are still on the power play. They can come right back. In over the line, Johansson for Pavaka. Pavaka works it to Hunter. Hunter for Pavaka. Pavaka to Hunter, he couldn't control. Worked around. On the left wing, Semenov again to McTavish. McTavish trying to get away from Johansson. Poke back to center. John Druce picks up the loose puck. Druce with Hunter and Pavaka across the line. Works it around on the boards. It's cut off by Taco. Smith tries to work it out. 1 minute left now in the minor penalty to Lindsman. Caps keep it in. Tatarnov turns, feeds to Hatcher. Knocks it down. Hatcher's drive off Huddy. And here's McTavish skating it back to center. With Messier, McTavish turns inside his own line. Here's McTavish. Great skater down the right wing. He's got Messier trailing. McTavish tied up by Kelly Miller and stood up. Coming in to help out is Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher gets it to Tatarnov. Tatarnov to Ridley. Ridley crosses the line. He's got Cicerelli and Miller with him. Drop pass. Top of the circle, and Cicerelli's drive over top of the net. Tatarnov looking for Iafrate. He hops over his stick. Here's Messier. He's got Tikkanen with him. Messier turns. Oilers be content at this point, just killing off the remaining 13 seconds in this penalty. Comes back to the point. Fired towards the net. Tikkanen standing in front, but Tatarnov able to keep it away. Iafrate with 2 seconds left. Good burst of speed. Crosses the line. Oh, is Iafrate turned around there by Muni. Good open ice check. Messier on the backhand. Looks for Lindsman, who's out of the penalty box. Kevin Hatcher backpedals. Dumps it back to neutral ice. Tikkanen turns away from Tippett. Now Pavaka throws it ahead here for John Druce. Druce crosses the line, loses his edge, steers to the corner. There's Joseph with the loose puck. Around the net, in front. He's ahead for Lindsman. Off his stick to center. Druce pokes it ahead for Dave Tippett, who's lost his helmet. Tippett, good burst of speed off a stick behind the net. Pavaka throws it in front. Taco there covering the short side. Klima back down the wing. Carries to center. Klima dumps it into the open corner. Beaupre unable to cut it off. Here on the near side, Lindsman works it back to the point. Smith at center. Cross ice by Joseph. Joseph works it back into the Washington zone. Both teams change on the go. Hatcher off Hunter for Messier. Messier turns. Looks for Anderson. Johansson one time it to center. Now Anderson again gains the offensive zone as he works it high into the corner.
The Oilers trying to flood the zone. Now they're losing 4-3. They're trying to flood the zone, dumping the puck in, sending 3 men. The defense can then stand in if they want. They have the option to.
Here's Christmas down the right wing, top of the circle, tries to walk right in, stood up on the play. Klima back, and he skates down the wing. He's got Messier with him to center. Messier, good burst of speed, tries to go around the defense. Beaupre cuts it off with a pad save. Tatarnov to Hunter with Kristich. And Alan May works towards the net, gloved by Taco. Kristich around the net, cut off there by Alan May. Hops over a stick. Now Steve Smith gets it cross ice. On the backhand by Bukaboom for Murphy. One-handed by Al Iafrate to center. Walked right back in by Smith. Steve Smith behind the net as he pinches in. Still with one hand, Smith turns. Feeds back. Down low here for Messier. He let it go. Tried to center it in front, but the Caps able to clear it finally down into the Edmonton zone. Taco around that, cut off by the Capitals. Here's Ridley. Scores to Cicerelli. Dino Cicerelli with a 3-goal hat trick. Selfish move there by Mike Ridley, but standing all alone on the doorstep was the birthday boy, and watch this one.
And they put pressure on Taco. Great play, unselfish play by Mike Ridley. A beautiful pass. Taco completely out of position, but it's the strong forechecking. The Capitals have been doing it all night, but Mike Ridley savvy with that puck, just slides it across. Thank you very much, Jeff. I could have scored that one. Empty net. Dino Ciccarelli gets the hat trick.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, this is what Ciccarelli told me he's needed all season long to get going. His 4th goal in 2 games. And with his dad and mom in attendance here tonight, our Home Team Sports Television Network audience, and everybody watching this one early in the morning in Saudi Arabia on the Armed Forces Television Network, all the Allied troops, good morning, and we hope you're enjoying it. I guess everybody except maybe many of the Canadian troops that are Oiler fans. But a warm hello to you anyway.
Dino Ciccarelli's father gets another puck. He gave him the puck for his 400th goal the other night, and I'm sure Dino's going to give his father another puck. But I'm going to have Dino's father hang around the Cap Center more often.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Vic Ciccarelli here for the Vancouver game, and Ciccarelli got the Caps comeback started with the 2nd goal of the game. He's in attendance tonight. We'll be here Sunday for the Philadelphia game. But look at this unselfish move by Ridley.
And 3 Oilers to the far side of the net, leaving the net wide open. And Dino Ciccarelli, a natural goal scorer, he's not going to miss that type of shot into the empty net.
Well, it's been a while since the Caps have put 5 goals on the board here in consistent fashion. They did it against Vancouver and have done it again here tonight. Also looking for 2 wins in a row for the first time since early January. Kevin Lowe for Huddy. Worked ahead here for Klima. He couldn't control, backhanded. But down to neutral ice. Here come the Oilers now. Across the line, McTavish stood up by Sabrin. Al Iafrate around the net. Iafrate gets it to Bruce. Trying to dig it away was Lowe. Jelena loses it there to Iafrate. Iafrate, nice pass there for Tippett up to the corner. Onto the late offside. Lowe picks up the loose puck with 1:39 left. For Jelena down the left wing. He's tied up by Miller. Ridley. He's got Ciccarelli with him. Ridley with a good burst of speed right in front. Here's Ridley. Oh, and Taco able to hold on to that puck as Ridley moved in front of the net, tried to poke it home.
Stay tuned every Monday night for the Washington Post Sports Talk. Reporters from the Mid-Atlantic region's most prestigious newspapers get together to talk about what's hot in the world of sports. The Washington Post Sports Talk, Mondays on the channel you cheer for, Home Team Sports. A lot of people have a lot to cheer about tonight at the Capitol Center. Mike Ridley, Dino Ciccarelli doing a great job creating some chances for the Capitals. Mike Ridley cutting in front of Taco, gets a good shot away, but Taco thwarts the opportunity and holds the puck underneath him.
Minute 15 left. Smith trying to work it ahead here for Messier. Caps there to cut it off and drive it back in. Taco victimized by some wandering here tonight. 1:02 left in regulation time. Tikkanen drops it. Now down the wing comes Smith at center. Smith fires it into the Washington end. Beaupre there to steer it along the boards for Hatcher. Hatcher looking to feed it up the wing for Ciccarelli. Ridley gets it to Miller. Miller's got Johansson, crosses the line. Johansson back to Miller there to cut it up. Cut to Ciccarelli. Oh, and Taco able to hold on as Ciccarelli tried to backhand it in the 5-hole. Ciccarelli looking between the legs of Taco, and he somehow got them closed.
And you can win 2 tickets to see the Caps play the Islanders on March 2nd by signing up for an air hockey tournament at Callahan's in Frederick. Winners of the contest will be provided with tickets and transportation to and from the game.
39 seconds left. Oilers a little disappointed here, and I think a little frustrated now as they start jawing with the Capitals. The Oilers closing out a 4-game road trip right now, looking at their 3rd straight loss.
And Dino Ciccarelli, had he shot right there, he had Taco beat. But he's trying to make that move. He's playing with so much confidence. After you score 3 goals, you think you can just put it 5-hole. But Taco recovered and slid back. And Dino, if he would have just got it and shot it, it would have went into the net. But he tried that little move, cutting across and sliding it 5-hole. He's had a great evening. think, try to put it 5-hole for his 4th goal.
Walker, you better talk to him here. Give him a little bit of that extra help that you can.
It happens.
Cicerelli more of a goal scorer.
Yeah, but it happens so fast, Jeff. You see that opportunity when you're on the ice. The game's so quick. You don't see that opening that quickly.
Huddy throws it in front. Steered aside by Beaupre. Comes to the near side for Tatarnov. 22 seconds left. Alan May at center with Hunter. In across the line. Hunter top of the circle. Feeds to Kristich. He was turned around. Cuts to Hunter. Scores! And it's pizza time at the Capitol Center as Dale Hunter comes through. Hunter's 13th goal of the year.
Dale Hunter working the puck down low, looks for a pass for a one-timer to Kristich. Kristich just backhands the shot on net. Dale Hunter picks up the rebound. Taco known to give up rebounds with his big pass because he's a stand-up goaltender. He gives a shot right in front, a deflection right off Taco. Dale Hunter picks it up right in front, comes across the crease, slams it into the net.
Capitals goal scored by number 32, Dale Hunter.
Hunter's 13th of the year.
Assist number 29,
Dmitry Kristich with an assist.
Number 16, Alan May.
And May at 1949.
The Capitals, Dale Hunter gets his 13th goal of the season. The assists go to Dmitry Kristich and Alan May. In 1949, you'll get your free pizza coupons on the way out of the building this evening. And don't forget that showcase discount tomorrow only.
Here's the drive, off the boards, down the ice, the game's over. And the Washington Capitals, for the first time since the 11th of January, put back-to-back wins together. And they move a bit closer to that 4th and final playoff spot in the Patrick division. Don Beaupre being Bob.
Don Beaupre. The post-game show is coming up. Our Busch Beer 3-star.
Al Koken is standing downstairs with the birthday boy. Al?
All right, thanks, Jeff. All right, now Dino Cicerelli, a couple weeks ago, Wayne Gretzky turns 30. He celebrates by scoring a hat trick. You turned 31 today. Is this now the new vogue in the National Hockey League? Get a hat trick on your birthday?
I don't know if I want to keep up with Wayne Gretzky or not, but I've been feeling pretty good. You know, I've been getting a lot of chances the last 10 games or so. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of opportunities, but the goals haven't been going in. Like Johnny Druce is getting some great chances. He's getting no luck. And that's the way it goes for a goal scorer. As long as you keep plugging away and you're getting the opportunities, the goals are eventually going to come.
All right, we've got the goals. Let's take a look at them, and maybe you can walk us through it, beginning with the first one that got the game started.
Well, what much can you say? Kelly Miller made a heck of a play, and I had basically empty net to shoot it. And he made a great play to me, and I just had to get it on the net.
All right, that was a power play goal to get things started. Now we got number 2.
I can't remember right now. I took a shot. It seemed to go off the side of the post, and I couldn't believe it. So I just got it, and I came out front. They were playing man-on-man, which enabled me to walk right out front, and I went right between the goalie's legs.
See, that was the one I thought you'd remember. Now, this is the one I guess we got to give a lot of credit to Mike Ridley for number 3.
Absolutely. I yelled his ear off there. He didn't see me till the last minute. And again, just like the first goal, you know, it makes it easy on me scoring goals like that when you can play with guys like Kelly Miller and Mike Ridley.
I know your parents have been here in Washington for the last couple of games. You got number 400 of your career the other night with them here. You get the 3 tonight. Is that a big boost for you when you were playing in front of your mom and dad?
It really is. You know, my dad, he's been my biggest fan throughout my career, and he's an avid hockey fan, and he just enjoys. He's been here about a week and a half now, and he enjoys coming down to the practices and being with the guys, and he misses it. You know, he was around it until I was 20, and he could follow all the games. And when he gets down here,
It's a big enjoyment for him, and I know he's having a blast tonight.
Well, Dino, congratulations on number 400 the other night, on 3 tonight, and happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Dino Cicerelli with 3 tonight. He's got the Capitals the victory. Let's go back upstairs. Thanks, Al. Dino Cicerelli leaves the ice. The Washington Capitals the victory, and we'll be back with our post-game show. Stay tuned.